Thank you, Chairman, for allowing me to speak. I know we're all hungry.
Please, we're almost done for the morning session. Please give your attention or step outside. Thank you.
And thank you for the opportunity to talk. I'm here representing my parents, Rafael Viego and Rebecca Viego, who live at 500 Southwest 24th Road, along with other residents, concerning the building of two parks within the roads, two pocket parks. My parents, and I lived there for 30 years, and hopefully will live there again, but about 2 months ago they found out that there was going to be two parks built in the middle of the roads. And if you're very aware, the roads is a very small community, basically a gem. It's property values have gone out of control, but it's maintained its character. There hasn't been too much commercial development down Coral Way. But my parents were surprised, and also the 113 residents that have signed a petition, that they didn't even know about these parks and they oppose these parks. Currently, the roads is serviced by 4 parks. There's one I call the Net office, which is next to the Net Havana office. Very beautiful park. It's rather new, well maintained. There's also Triangle Park at the other side, which is less than a mile away, which is rather dilapidated, which is why I think I only went there once in my 30 years of living the roads. You have Simpson Park, which is a beautiful nature preserve. It's great, it's maintained its character also. And there's Alice Wainwright Park, which is the other end, and it's on the other side of US 1. I did some research and found out that the property that was bought, which is, my parents live across the street, it's on 25th Road and 4th Avenue, was purchased for $1 million, just the land. Then there's another park that's planned 2 blocks away, and it was purchased, I'm sorry, the property that I just mentioned was $1.1 million, just the land. The other park was purchased for $1 million. And this is in an area that's well served by parks. If you stand in the middle of the roads and you look in either direction, you walk 10 minutes, you hit a park, you walk the other way, you hit a park. The city has also purchased the land behind the Net office for $695,000. And so I'm sitting here today and I'm listening to areas that need help, like the West Grove, Liberty City, Overtown, and other parts of Little Havana that are not well served by parks. And the exorbitant amount of money that's been spent on just the land, that's not taking into account the equipment that's going to be there, the maintenance of the equipment, and then talking about parks like Jose Marti Park, which I've been to many times, and that needs money. So, there's been a lack of transparency here, at least from the perspective of my parents and the other 113 residents in this very small community about the building of the parks. When they first found out about the parks, they were told, well, hey, we're going to have parks, what do you want in it? And my parents said, what are you talking about? Parks. A park across the street? What do you mean? There's a park here, there's a park there. I think that the city can funnel this money to other areas that need it. There's been this argument that it's going to increase the value of the property surrounding the parks. You have to be a millionaire to live in the roads now. Any property, 3-4 bedroom house is $1 million, $1.1 million. I do very well, and I couldn't afford living in the roads. I had to move out. And I think that there are other areas, I have looked at the maps, that don't have parks, that you can stand there and you have to walk 30 minutes to hit a park. And I really appreciate the city putting money into this area. I really do. I think that they want to make this a better area. I think pocket parks do serve a good service for the community. You can walk there, you can walk your dog, you can play, but the residents, at least the residents I've spoken to, the grand majority, don't want the parks. There's already parks there. There's an exorbitant amount of money that's been spent. Parking is an issue. And this is a community that most people move there, want to limit pass-through. It's very quiet. And again, there's already enough parks around the area that the money would be better served fixing those parks or diverting the money to other areas of the city that are dilapidated, need help. Or I believe there was a mention of a pool in West Grove that's been closed that can help that pool. And I believe it would come from the same fund. I think it's the capital improvement fund. Sorry, this is not my area of the law. But, so, you know, on behalf of my parents and the residents, and then just request that sell the land back. You're going to make more money. You sell $2 million and you can put it into something else. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comments.